Well, if there's no orders, at least I can have a consolation prize. So I came out here to the woods. This is in North Carolina, the Week6 Mountains Wilderness. And it's kind of farm country here, but there's a trail going that way. And a trail over there going that way into the woods. So hopefully I can stay here and kind of check this area out a little for you. Welcome to the I40, I think that's how you say it, I40 National Forest. Kind of interesting as you come in the trail here because it looks like you're going into someone's property. And there is a house here, and a shed and a barn and all sorts of things, but it's part of the park. So this is in fact the trail. There's a few trail markers. There's one coming up here. So I guess that's how you know you're on the right track here. So here's your first trail marker right in front of this house here, which is part of the park. So there's even a sign saying what the house is here. The Thornburg House. Come check it out a little bit. Circa 1855. I think that's an 1855. So they've got some replicas of the original buildings. Apparently this was the smokehouse. Here's the equipment shed / garage. Gotta have an outhouse. Here's the replica of the outhouse. And don't make the mistake of going this way, as nice as it looks. That's not the trail. There's your next trail marker, headed towards these buildings. The tack shed, next to the barn. And a little chicken coop. Gotta have a chicken coop. And this one's real descriptive. Shed. Yeah, shed. Okay. And the trail goes this way. Here's a trail marker. 1.7 miles is the branch trail and 3.2 miles is the Week6 trail. So far it's a pretty nice trail. Lots of insects. Yep, lots of bumblebees and fireflies. And here's a bumblebee doing his work. We got this nice little bridge crossing the creek here. A nice creek. Trail goes this way. I did a little investigating and it's quite overgrown and I'm not really dressed for it, so this is where I'm going to turn around. Alright, coming to you from Asheboro, North Carolina, and it is Sunday now. It is about 4:30 and still no orders. I'm not incredibly surprised since it is Sunday. Although this storm has blown in, I think it's starting to pass. I've been curious whether I should move or not because I am in the water. So, as you can see, the water is pouring through the parking lot, but that storm drain is keeping up. So I'm not too concerned about it. And it looks like the storm is starting to pass. The rain has calmed a bit. And so, I don't know, not too worried about it. But I was thinking there for a minute I should move to higher ground, but looks like I checked the weather radar and it looks like we are calming down for the day. So, I think we're all good. Just waiting for an order. Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Monday here and the saga continues. So it is noon and so far we've lost 3 bids. Yeah, so still don't have a load. I've been hanging out here for a few days with the cats. Yes, there's a bunch of feral cats here at the Walmart. At first I thought these little trails off the road were probably homeless people, but I have determined that they're not. They're homeless cats. rode out the storm here in the parking lot. That was interesting. And other than that, I think I found a mall here locally. I think I'm going to go there and wander because it is hot. Alright, well I checked out this mall. It is small. It's a small mall. I had to walk around it like 4 times to get any exercise. But it was cool, as in not hot. And so that was good. And right when I came back to the van, I got a load. Yay! So I got a load. I am going to Greensboro, North Carolina to pick up. I've got to be there in an hour. It is about a 40-minute drive, so I'm going to go ahead and start driving here. And it delivers on Wednesday in around close to Dallas, Texas. So it is a long one, and it pays pretty good, fortunately, because I could use the money. So this is me finally getting a load. Yay! I am off down the road. Alright, and with that, we're off down the road. Leaving North Carolina. Got 1,187 miles to go. And we'll be delivering to Texas. So, got a bit of a drive. We've got 2 days to do it. Technically, my delivery is Wednesday. It's Monday now, 4/11. But if I can get there before 2 p.m. on Tuesday, I can go ahead and deliver on Tuesday and open myself a little bit earlier for the possibility of a load, which we always like the possibility of a load. So here we are, off down the road we go. We're just coming into Salem. Of Winston and Salem here in North Carolina. Here's the town over this way. And there was some flooding in this state over the weekend, but I don't think it's going to really affect me because, you know, these highways are all raised up and usually they're not too affected by the floods. So fingers crossed. And I know I'm also going to Texas, but I don't think I'm going to the part that flooded. So I think I'm hauling paint. So we should be all good. Pretty soon we'll be going into Winston of these 2 towns. I'm sure someone will correct me because I'm sure I'm wrong in my pronunciation. But that's okay. Here we go. Smarter than this, but this guy's been sitting right here for miles. Oh look, he finally put his blinker on. Oh look, he's finally getting over. He's pissing a lot of people off just sitting there next to me. Oh, here come the floodgates finally. Catawba River. Guess what? We're almost back to Hickory. Oh, let's get over here. There you go. So if you look back one video, you'll see that I spent a couple days here in Hickory. We checked out the Hickory boardwalk or river walk along the Catawba River. And we also checked out the Hickory Aircraft Museum. So if you want to see that, check the video before this one and you'll see all that. But today we aren't stopping. We're driving right on through Hickory, headed for Texas. Now there's some pretty mountains. 1 second while I change lanes here. Now I can zoom in on them for you. Can we see them? Not really. Man, I wish you could see those mountains better. They look pretty awesome back in the distance. If I get a better shot, I'll grab them. Oh, can you see these light rays? Maybe you can see those. Those are cool too. We are driving into some fog or some smoke or something. Can't tell if it's fog or smoke. Driving right into it, I'll tell you that much for sure. So, I'm going to stop and get fuel here. Less than a mile. Good old Pilot. Hopefully I earn a free shower on this fill up. I hope so, because I sure could use one. Probably won't use it until after I deliver, but I sure could use one. So here we are. Gonna get off at Sugar Hill Road. Fuel up at the Pilot. Alright, I just fueled up, but I'm supposed to keep this load below 70 degrees. It's 85 outside here, so we're going to run the AC while I go into Pilot. Why not? It'll have plenty of time to charge back up while I drive. Maybe that's a better shot of the mountains. We're getting a little closer to them. I think we're actually going through them. Yeah, those are some cool looking mountains in the fog, if you ask me. So just fueled up, and I've got 1,057 miles to go. Yeah, approximately 15 and a half hours of drive time left. So we're just going to keep pushing on here and enjoying this nice drive and keeping everything cool. Well, they're doing a lot of work here in right at the border of North Carolina. I would assume this river over here is some of the damage from that big hurricane that came through here. And now we get to go through a tunnel. I like tunnels. Yeah, this is the first tunnel I've got to go through in driving this job. Yeah, this is a cool tunnel. We're in a mountain. We're in the middle of a mountain. Oh, we're just about done being in the middle of a mountain. Alright, that was fun. Oh, whoa, we're really slowing down now. Hey, check this out. Get it off the magnet. Look at that. Can you see it? Oh, yeah. That's a big retaining wall there. I think this part of the road must have gotten washed out during a big storm. You can see the river's cut pretty deep there. I don't know if you can see that. They're doing a lot of work down there. A lot of work. Alright, well, we're close to the border. I'll let you know when we get there. Well, it appears like a lot of this road got washed out. This is I40 west. We're going west, 2 miles from the border. Yeah, big project trying to put this road back together, it looks like. A lot of washout here. Quite the damage caused. I will say it's real pretty country though. Steep. No wonder the water gets funneled so much. Man, look how steep that is. That's like cliffs on both sides, basically. It also looks like we're going to cross the border right at sunset. So I don't know if you can see that, but the sun is just going down beyond those mountains. We might see the sun again if we get out behind those mountains, but just went down from our perspective here. Got about 1 mile to the border. All right, there we are. Welcome to Tennessee, or Tennessee welcomes you, it says. The volunteer state. So, great use for the trailer mode here. Coming down these hills, especially in traffic like this. I am loaded. It's not a very heavy load. It's only about 700 pounds, so it's not making a huge difference on me, but a little bit of difference with the load. Actually, I feel like the van rides a lot smoother with a little bit of weight like this. So, it's more comfortable. Here we go. Let's see if it'll downshift for us. Nope. Oh, there it goes. It downshifted. Now I'm not using the brakes anymore. There you go. Perfect use for trailer mode. Well, we're back to Nashville again, but this time we're seeing it from a little different angle than we did last time. Coming in on 40, going west, because we're going to Texas. And I think last time we saw it during the daytime. So this time, obviously, we get to see it at night. So there it is. Nashville at night, covered up by a bus. Cutting us off, of course. So yeah. Back to Nashville, and again, we're not stopping, because I got, let's see here, 729 miles to go, about 11 hours of driving left, and I'm wanting to be there by 2 o'clock tomorrow. Of course, I do believe that is in a different time zone what we're in now. So going this way, I think. So yeah, different time zone, which means 1 o'clock this time, and it's 11:30. Well, no, it's what time is it? 12:35. So I really only have about an extra hour and a half sleep tonight. Probably an hour by the time we get rid of fuel stops and whatnot. So yeah, not stopping. But I hope you enjoyed your trip through Nashville, Music City. Well, if you ask me, it's the music Gestapo. Not a big fan of Nashville music industry. Oh, Memphis is crazy at 5 in the morning. People racing by, roads are all chewed up in places. But I'm almost through Memphis here, and I'm almost through Tennessee. I stopped at a Pilot in Jackson, took a 2-hour nap. So I should be basically right on time. Yeah. With some fuel stops, I should be getting there around maybe 1:30, and they close at 2. And so hopefully I get there in time. This is a load of paint, and I'm supposed to keep it below 70 degrees. Which it's okay if I'm driving, but that's going to be a real challenge if I'm not driving, to keep this van below 70 degrees. I put in that rooftop AC, but I really only get about 2 hours out of it. before my 100 amp hour battery runs out. And I'm not sure it can keep this van at 70 degrees in full sun if it's going to be like, 95, 100 degrees outside. So I'd really like to make it there on time, or a day early, reality. So I can get this out of the van and keep it cool. What is that thing? I don't even know what that thing is, but wow, big potholes. I gotta steer around. I didn't know they had a pyramid in Memphis. Apparently they got a pyramid in Memphis, just like in Vegas. It's Bass Pros. Who knew Bass Pro had a pyramid in Memphis? Anyways, been through here before, and this cool looking bridge, I'm gonna assume is gonna be the border. Yep, here we go. We are going in to, what does that say? Oh my gosh. We're going into Arkansas. Welcome to Arkansas, the natural state, it says. What's so natural about Arkansas? I don't know. But welcome to Arkansas, the natural state. Well, the sunrise is pretty, but we gotta look at it in the mirror. What do you think? I think that's pretty cool, the way it looks in the clouds. The camera doesn't quite do it justice. Say goodbye to Arkansas and hello Texas. This is exciting. This is the state I'm going to deliver in. So this is the last border for this drive. Welcome, almost welcome to Texas. We still got we're on exit 1. It is 9:57 East Coast time. It's 8:57 this time zone. Pretty sure it's 7:57 in the time zone I'm going to. So that's not complicated enough. I got 240 miles to go. About an hour and, 3 hours and 43 minutes left. And, yeah. Should be arriving, I don't know. It's hard to tell because of the time zones. But there's the sign. You can't see it because it's behind this truck. Welcome to Texas. Yeah, welcome to Texas, she says. Oh, there's a sign. Welcome to Texas. Drive friendly, the Texas way. That's what it says. And we are in Texarkana. Yep. Texarkana. Sorry if I'm not making much sense. Been driving a long time. But we're getting there. Should be there in another 3.5 hours. Alright. Well, we're in big sky country now. Yeah, I got about 28 miles to go to Decatur. And then we'll get rid of this load. It is 12:25, sorry, local time. I should be arriving around 12:43 local time, which should be plenty of time to get there before the 2 o'clock close. So, I think we're doing good. Especially since the speed limit out here is 70. Yeah. Look at that. That is some big sky, right? Yeah, I'll stick with that story. Alright, well that was a fun delivery.
And it is also 2188, but I think it's west instead of east, or something.
Oh, it was east.
Where's the front office?
the signs. Not that sign. Pay attention to that one. Ignore the sign that says check in at front office. That little yellow sign, security notice. Yeah, ignore that.
I found a nice little heritage marker here. We've got, let's see if I can get you a view of it. We got Jesse James, whole story. You can pause on that if you want to read it. And Dr. William Renshaw. You can pause on that if you want to read it as well. Yep, so little heritage marker. And with that, I also found a Walmart. And so I hit the wrong button. But anyways, I'm off to Walmart. Time to check out downtown Decatur. They've got one of these classic Gothic style courthouses. Looks like it's made out of the Sioux Falls granite, maybe. That's pretty cool. Got a lot of shops around here. Tacos and what we got here? The Majestic. Gotta have a Majestic. Some classic old buildings. Let's take a little walk around. Looks like the Majestic's not majestic at all. It's actually the Historical Society. What would we be without a Mason Lodge, huh? Oh, the light's not right for that Masonic sign. I had some barbecue over here at the Roosters Lounge. It's pretty good. Next to the tattoo shop right there. Pretty good eating. In case anyone's wondering where we're at. But I like these old brick buildings. Let's see this courthouse from the other angle, huh? Yeah, that's a cool one. This reminds me a lot of these little towns in Indiana too. They have these classic old courthouses and they seem to always be under construction. Another block here, and this must be a Texas thing because they have cigar bars. That's a pretty awesome building right there if you ask me. Murray's Getty's building. Ribeyes has some of the coolest benches around, I'll tell you that for sure. And this is your last history lesson of the day. You know the drill. Pause if you want to read it. Hope you enjoyed your little tour downtown. It is 4:30 our time, which means it's 3:30 local time, which means I've got a few more hours of this heat left. I guess I'm going to Walmart. That's about all there is in this town to cool down in. Eat and Walmart. And I ate, so I guess we're off to Walmart. That's right, 2-hour parking. I pretty much wore out my welcome on that one. Time to move on. Well, there's not a single shade tree at Walmart, and I had to go to basically every park in town, and I finally found one with some shade to park in. It's a nice little frisbee golf park, and it looks like it'd be great to hang out outside. I walked around the park, but I am getting swarmed with mosquitoes. Just swarmed. So as you guys saw, I went full beast mode on that last order. A couple reasons for that. So the load was temperature sensitive and they wanted me to keep it below 70 degrees. And since today it was up to, I think 96 was our peak today, I really didn't feel like being responsible for keeping it that cool for an additional day. So I did deliver it a day early. You saw I just slept like 2 hours in Tennessee there last night and then pushed on through. And I got this delivered about an hour before they closed, because they closed at 2 p.m. They stopped receiving at 2 p.m. And so that went well, and that paid well, which is a really good thing. And so now I updated dispatch, and I told them that I need to be home by Friday, because here's a little extra hint for you. We have a show this weekend, so you'll get a little music at the end of this episode, and I'm looking forward to that. And so I told dispatch that I'll take anything going to the Midwest or Ohio Valley, and I don't really care what the rate is, because anything's better than driving empty. So we'll see how they do. They almost got me one, but it didn't pan out. So I went out and I checked out a local park here. I had to go to 2 parks before I found one with shade, and I hung out there for a while. I ran my AC until the battery went flat, the AC battery, the house battery. And so now I kind of drove around a little, went out to the Loves and hung out for an hour, and that charged me up. So I've got my house battery charged back up again, and the temperature is down to 90 degrees. I'm kind of just waiting for the sun to go down. I always like to look around the area and see if there's any like national parks or trailheads or campgrounds that I can go camp at, preferably free. I did find one, but unfortunately it is not available right now, because it's a staging area for the flood relief, so that's okay. And it is starting to cool down because there's a storm blowing in, and as much as I would like the rain to cool me down, I really don't think that this part of Texas needs more rain right now. And so I'm kind of hoping actually that it doesn't rain. But as you can see, we've got some pretty ominous clouds rolling in. So unfortunately, I think that we may be looking at more rain here in this part of Texas. So let's hope for the best, and keep everyone here in Texas in our thoughts through this time. And then I'm just gonna wait and see if I can get this order. If I can't get an order by, say, it's Tuesday now, so if I wake up on Thursday and don't have an order, I'm just gonna start pushing home. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. I may talk to dispatch and consider going to, like, say, Oklahoma City or something. I don't know. We'll just have to see how that goes. So that's my update for now. One more load up north would actually probably get me to the break-even point, which would be really awesome to be at the break-even point. I've got another 2 weeks in the month here. I'm going to ride this month out with this company for sure, and then I'm going to take August off because there's some things I need to get done on the house. That last room there, as you know, if you've been following along, I got the sheetrock up, but I have not put mud and tape up yet. So I'd like to get that project done, and there's a few projects on the van I would like to get done. We can get more into that later, but it would be nice. And so I'm going to take August off, and also while I'm at it, consider my options. So that's my update for now. And I think I'm just going to stay here and hope for the best, sleeping at Walmart tonight, because I could use some sleep. I went totally beast mode, and I could use some sleep now. Yeah. Hello, little lizard. I hope you're enjoying the shade as much as I am, because it's hot out here, isn't it? But you probably like it hot. Sure aren't moving much. Oh, there you go. Well, I got tired of Decatur, and I talked to dispatch, and even though Dallas-Fort Worth area is a good area, I want to be home by Friday. It's Wednesday now. So we decided it was probably best for me to head up towards Tulsa area. So I'm going to go up to Tulsa, Oklahoma tonight. And we are pretty close to the border. We're about to leave Texas here in 0.5 miles. Half a mile. We're going to leave the great state of Texas. It's been a nice day. It's been hot. Had that storm blow through last night. Fortunately, there was no rain. And that's a good thing because they're still doing recovery efforts down here. So no rain is a good thing. And we got, it's a border, so we've got construction. Like we've talked about before, it seems to be a pretty common thing. And any minute now, we will be entering into Arkansas, I think. I believe this is the town of Windstar, Arkansas. Got a sign with a big flag, and I don't know what this is over here. What is that? Sure is cool looking, whatever it is. What is it? Cascades. It's got a mini Rome and a mini England, mini New York. It must be a casino or something. Pretty cool, whatever it is. Now that's a cool moon shot if you ask me. We roll the window up. Look at that moon going behind the cloud. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, trees are gonna kill it for us. Oh, there it goes behind the cloud. Love it. So yeah, the sun just went down. It is, let's see, local time here. Oh, I'm zoomed way ahead. Let's zoom back out. There we go. Local time here is 8:48. I've got another 88 miles to go. About an hour and 28 till I get to my truck stop for the night. I think I'm going to get there just in time to go to bed. Dispatch wanted me to let them know when I get there so they can update me in the computer. That's all good. I'll do that. Other than that, just cruising through Oklahoma. I was wrong earlier. This is not Arkansas. This is Oklahoma. Definitely Oklahoma. Went through Norman. Cool little city, although it's grown up a lot since last time I've been there. Went through the outskirts of Oklahoma City. Not too disappointed I missed that one. Not the biggest fan of Oklahoma City. And right now I am headed to Tulsa for the night. Alright, we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma here, and just waiting to see if we can get an order. We had one they bid on this morning, but it was a no-go, apparently, because they haven't called me back. And so, yeah, hopefully I get an order today. If not, then tonight I am just cruising home empty, which is not what I like, but I gotta be home so we can play a show, and I'm really looking forward to that. And so I'm looking forward to both being home and playing a show. And I'm also really looking forward to shaving this beard off. So, yeah, that's the story. I'm sticking to it right now. I'm just gonna get to video editing, and so that I've got a video for you this upcoming Sunday. Well, it's 3:40. I'm still here at the pilot, and fortunately the wind is blowing a bit. There's a little bit of cloud cover, so I'm not super hot, which is great. But I think that if I'm still here by the maybe 5 or 6, another hour or two, then I'm going to call dispatch, and I'm just going to head home and probably get there tonight, early morning, something like that. And then I'll be home for the weekend. Well, Saturday we got a show coming up, so you'll see that in this episode too. And for now, I've just been video editing here in the back of the van. I've got the first lap done, and so I can just finish it up probably at home, but at this point I'm rendering out the first render and then I'll finish it up later. So that's my update, and keep awesome. Well, I'm giving up on Tulsa here, and I'm going to head towards St. James. Oh boy, we're getting rocked and rolled. And so yeah, I'm headed out of the pilot here towards St. James. I found a little campground I'm gonna go check out. I'm gonna sleep about halfway on the way home and then probably just head home from there because it's really slow out here and I'm not getting any good orders. So it is what it is, and I'll check in with you later. All right, we're finally to Missouri.
Welcome to Missouri.
Welcome to Missouri.
At the traffic circle, take the third exit onto State Highway 43 North, US 60, business.
Okay. Someone hauling a boat, some jerk hauling a boat just chipped my window.
Fantastic.
Man. What a jerk. Anyways. Yep, welcome to Missouri. And I think this is the state we're camping in. So this will be the last state border for today. And then we'll get to our campground. Yeah, this guy in the truck is slow-mo. Slow-mo. Oh, there he goes. He's finally getting the let out. Alright, so hopefully I don't get any more chips. Hopefully I can get that chip repaired. Man, I hate it when that happens. I gave up on camping. Well, here's the Mississippi River. So the first campsite wanted money. And the second campsite was some YMCA thing. I don't know what's wrong with national forests in this part of the country, but they sure aren't big on, there's Illinois sign, welcome to Illinois. They sure aren't big on dispersed camping in certain parts of this country, I can tell you that for sure. So anyways, I decided to push on. I'm headed to, you guessed it, pilot station, take a nap, and then I'm going home. That's what I'm doing. Yep, gonna go home. And then we're gonna shave this beard, get a shower. We're gonna go play a show. I'm looking forward to playing a show. There's the big sign. Welcome to Illinois. Oh boy. And I gotta get gas, darn it. Guess I'll have to give Illinois some tax today. Or tonight. But, you know, you can't win them all. So, that's my update. I'm sticking to it. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's starting to get a little silly. So, I'm glad that I'm almost to the pilot. I think I've got 27 minutes to go. 28 miles. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a little nap. And I'll be back on the road. Alright, it's blistering hot today. And here's where we stayed last night. You guessed it. Pilot. Now I'm gonna fuel up and I'm gonna get home. Yeah. We're almost back to our home state of Indiana. Oh, I gotta slow down, huh? We're getting super close to the border. We've got, let's see here, 147 miles to go until we get home. And that is exciting because I am ready to get home. our show tomorrow. I'll film what I can of that for you. And then have a day to kind of relax on Sunday. Work some things out. Got some paperwork to do. And then I'll be back on the road on Monday. Because I'm still trying to get to the break-even point. So that's the deal. And let's see here, we're gonna go straight. I-70. This guy behind me in a truck is not very happy, and that's okay. He can wait. And yeah, that's about all I've got to say about that. I'm just yeah, happy to be back in Indiana in a second here at least. That is one crazy looking rest area they're building. Can't wait for them to get it done and I'll make a review. There's our sign. Welcome to Indiana. More to discover. More to discover in Indiana. That's what this one says. I think they're right. There's quite a bit to discover in Indiana. I've grown to like this state. Alright everyone, I finally made it home and I'm happy to be here. And I'm going to keep this short because I've been on the road for a month and I'm looking forward to getting inside and relaxing a little and cleaning up. Alright, we both made it awake and we're in the Honda Fit. We're on the road to the festival. Just rolling through the outskirts of Fort Wayne. How do you like that little art thingy? What is that thingy? It's funky, it's different colors. It's like a plant.
Metal tree.
Yeah, it's a metal tree, just what we need. Well, that's a cool building. Well, we arrived early because we have no idea where we're playing. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. There's two sides to this park on the river and we're not sure. But there's stuff here. There's tents and
Oh no, my battery's
flags.
dying. I think we're getting close. forget to like and subscribe and all that good jazz.